Hi, my name's Taj Richardson with Harcourts Home Oregon Coast. We're going to be talking about seller's disclosures and what you need to tell the buyer for your home before closing. In this video, we'll walk through 3 or 4 of the key elements and dive into some of the details so that you know exactly what to do so that you stay compliant with Oregon law. When it comes to selling your home in Oregon as a seller, you do need to be responsible for telling the buyer everything that you know about your home. Those are known as seller's disclosures in the real estate world, and you need to fill out all the information you can about what you know to be true about your home, even some of the negative aspects of your home. What should you disclose? Simple answer there is everything. Anything that you know about the home, you need to let the buyer know about. Some of the most important topics are going to be related to the property title information, any encumbrances, liens, easements that the property has. The buyer needs to be aware of that. And then how you own the home, common interests. The most common one would be, are you in a homeowners association? If so, you need to make sure that the buyer's aware of that and has all the information related to the homeowners association. So that'd be your CC&Rs, that's your rights of how to use the common areas in the HOA, your bylaws, minutes from recent meetings that the HOA has held. So a big package of information that needs to be available to the buyer there. Anything else that goes along those lines is going to have to be in there too. So there's state law, there's also federal law. The most common one out there is that we do need to let buyers know if the home was built before 1978. And if so, we need to provide them with information about lead-based paint. It was used before 78. It was no longer used in 1978. So if your home's older than 78, that's just one more disclosure that we have to make sure that we cover. When it comes to filling out the seller's disclosures, again, we use a form that's basically a checklist of yes, no, and unknown as the 3 answers to a very long list of questions, more than 80 questions in total. One key element of this is that as the seller, you actually have to fill the form out yourself. By law, us real estate agents, we can't fill that form out for you, but we've worked through that form with a lot of our clients. And so what we do is we have you fill out the form, and then when you have a question about how should I answer this question versus that question, we can give you a little insight into the most common ways they're answered. The main purpose of the seller's disclosures and informing the buyer as best we can is to make sure that we let them know as a seller about any material defects the property has. What does that term mean? It just means that if you know, for example, one of your outlets doesn't work, you want to point that out to your buyer. If there's a light fixture that doesn't work, if the fireplace doesn't work, anything that you're aware of, we need to make sure the buyer knows. One way to make sure and know of any possible defects you have in the home is a pre-listing inspection report. We've got a great home inspector. Most agents have really good home inspectors that they could refer you to. You can hire them, have them do a home inspection for you. And then you can couple that report with your seller's disclosures. Use that report to fill out your seller's disclosures. And really, there's no better way to explain the entire home to your buyer than taking that process, but it's not required in any way. You can just fill out to the best of your knowledge, yes, no, unknown, and in some cases non-applicable. If your home doesn't have a fireplace, for example, you'd mark non-applicable. And just give them to the best of your knowledge what you know. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this video about how to get through the sale process in relation to disclosing what's required by law to your buyer. We're here to help with any additional information. You can go to homeoregoncoast.com or give us a call anytime, and we're here to answer all your questions. Thanks so much. Have a great day.